Good afternoon, Lodi residents. This is Mayor Scott Luna, along with Borough Manager Vincent Caruso at Safe Distancing. We have an updated message regarding the COVID-19 virus. As many of you are aware, I put myself in self-quarantine 14 days ago yesterday, and I am doing much better as I had a few rough days battling with some asthma. I had no fevers or flu-like symptoms at all, but following our protocol, if you're sick, you stay home. First, I'd like to thank the hundreds of friends and residents for their calls, letters, messages, and prayer cards that you sent to me over the last 2 weeks. You really touched my heart, and I want to thank you for that. To many of the young students that sent me via Facebook beautiful drawings, thank you. You all proved to me what we've been saying since day one. We're all in this together, and we are truly indeed Lodi Strong. I want to touch base on this virus briefly. We all know it's for real, and it is hitting home. We watch the news 24/7, and it's filled with nothing but sad news. I want to mention some of the good news that our children and volunteers have been doing to try to lighten up our holiday weekend throughout Lodi. I will touch base on the local numbers. As you are aware, all the positive numbers in the state, county, and local levels have increased due to all the testing by FEMA and that the county has been doing. These numbers have already changed probably as of this morning. In Lodi, we have 288 positive cases, many which have recovered already, but we now have 12 accounted deaths in our Lodi family. The council's heart and prayers are with all of the families affected by this virus. These 12 that we lost were friends to many of us. I would like to acknowledge them by having a moment of silence, especially during this Holy Week. Thank you, and God bless them all. Lord, we need to stick together now more than ever. We need to stay distant and practice social distancing so that we soon can stand side by side with each other once again. We need to flatten out this curve as the governor and health officials have asked us to. Once we hit this apex, which is expected soon, or the plateau, we can't slack off. We can't high-five each other like we just won a race. We need to do the opposite. We need to step on the gas harder and continue our social distancing, wearing gloves and masks, and practicing good hygiene until we win this marathon. And we will win this marathon. And moving on, I want to take a moment and commend all of our healthcare professionals, first responders, our educators, our food service workers, and our essential employees for being on the front lines every day. The Borough of Lodi salutes you. The Lodi Task Force, which we formed from day one, hasn't let up since day one. Thank you all for all that you do every single day. It has been a pleasure working together with you every single day. I commend you for your service, and thank you. You all know who you are. On Easter Sunday, with the efforts of our Recreation Department, our DPW, and our Volunteer Fire Department, the Easter Bunny will be paying our children a visit on the fire truck starting at 9 a.m. Easter Sunday. Remember, he too will be practicing social distancing and waving only from the truck. The truck will not stop. So remember, the Easter Bunny will be practicing social distancing as well. Also on Easter Sunday, I have asked the churches to ring their church bells at 10 a.m. as we show Lodi unity and celebrating Easter together. There is a new program which we started in town, which I can truly say will send some light on this crisis. If a child has a birthday and would like a drive-by birthday celebration with light sirens and balloons for their birthday, please contact Lieutenant Mobilio at 973-473-7600, extension 8126. Again, the number is 973-473-7600, extension 8126. We had 7 birthdays in town today, so all of our 7 birthday recipients, happy birthday. Jumping into borough business for a minute. The Borough Hall is still operating, as well as our DPW for essential business. However, we are closed to the public without an appointment. We encourage residents to use our online services. Our recycling center is open on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 12 noon only. A quick note to our residents, we have been starting to get an increase of sewer blockages as a result in residents flushing wipes in their toilets. We are asking residents to please dispose of the wipes properly by simply tossing them in the garbage. We have also been receiving several complaints from our residents about shoppers, Lodi shoppers or local shoppers discarding their gloves and masks in the parking lots of our local stores. Although this is private property, we have had meetings with our borough manager and our task force reps with store management to bring our concerns to their attention. The store managers were very receptive to our concerns. The borough has lent several trash cans to several businesses in a combined effort to please have shoppers discard their gloves and masks in the trash. Store managers also agreed with borough concerns of overcrowding in the stores and have now implemented numerous distance restrictions throughout the stores, such as putting their line spacing tape on the floors, closing their delis to alleviate gathering. They have employees directing cashier lines as well. We have some real positive moments and movements in town that I want to bring to the Lodi residents' attention. These are volunteer groups and movements that we know of. I want to give a few shout outs to our DPW Director Brian Palladino, our IT technician Mikey Lortz, for the support banners and lawn signs and electric signs of support for our first responders throughout the borough. We have many volunteer groups feeding our senior citizens. Thank you, former Mayor Karen Viscana, James DeSillo and Tom Rahelsky from our Chamber of Commerce, and Jeff Lavender for organizing this. I'd like to give a shout out to former coach of mine, Kevin Attilio, for taking it upon himself with the help of Blackjack Mulligans and feeding families that are in need. Thank you. Quick shout out to Garrett Luna in helping the county deliver Meals on Wheels to our borough residents. A shout out to our volunteer firemen who have been feeding hospital workers. A big shout out to Johnny Paparosi and Darcel Duthie for organizing Friends of the Front Line and feeding hospital workers throughout the county on a weekly basis. I'd like to thank our local vendors, Bagel House, Johnny Napkins, Scardino's, for feeding our first responders and offering discounts to our residents. Those are the vendors that we know of. We thank you for that. There are some positive things that Lodi people do when we come together as one family. And I wanted to mention to some of our young children that have sent me Facebook messages of Lodi support and their artwork that they're doing in their backyards for our community. They're truly the backbone of this town, and they're the real reason, Lodi, that we need to stay home to keep them safe. Just a word of thank you from the mayor and council to some of our young residents who are supporting our frontliners. Young Jacob Wyman for Let There Be Light display and his sidewalk art that he did with his family. These are a shout out to all others that displayed some artwork for us and that sent them to me. The Enright children, the Tasillo children, Flores children, the Zero children, Urita family, Moreno family, Cordero family, the Bell Schmidt and Wilhelm family, the Hart family, the O'Brien family, Tatiana Jones, and lastly, Kenzie the Chocolate Lab. Thank you all for your support. These are some of the photos that were shared to me. And at a time like this, kids, keep those posters and banners coming. Our first responders really appreciate those photos. It shows that we really appreciate all of what they do for us. Lodi, that's my weekly update this week. Please remember, we're all in this together, and we'll get through this together. Remember, we are Lodi strong. God bless all of you. And on behalf of the mayor and council, I would like to wish everyone a happy Easter. Thank you.